Hi there. Welcome to the second part of my punk collection. I'm gonna get started straight away. First off, this is what I'm playing. It's a Dutch band called Mechanic Commando. It's from early 80s. The album's called Snake is Queen. It's not a punk record, it's a post-punk record, but I just wanted to put it on in the background. I'll start off with my small collection of No Means No records. This is Sex Mad, which has some pretty disturbing stuff on it, especially the song Dad. That's one scary song. No Means No, Canadian punk band that fused hardcore punk with jazz, and it's just amazing. A great band. Here's another one by them, Small Parts, Isolated and Destroyed. These are all on Alternative Tentacles Records, which was their home in the US. No Means No's Wrong. 0 plus 2 equals 1. I love the parental advisory sticker there. It says explicit opinions. Alternative Tentacles were firmly against, parental advisory and censorship and stuff like that. Why Do They Call Me Mr. Happy? Another awesome record. And the last record I have by them, The Worldhood of the World as Such. This is the only one, self-titled debut album. I don't know if this was original with the first pressing, but inside, let's see if I can get it. Yep. There's this 7-inch, which has 2 tracks, Lovers of Today and Peter and the Pets. So I don't know if this was common with the first pressing of the album, or that I have just a 7-inch inside my record. I believe this is their third one, Baby's Got a Gun. I don't know if there's a second one or any albums released afterwards. This is Penetration, Moving Targets. This is a Dutch punk rock band, sounding a little post-punkish. They're called Poison Ivy. The album's called Decadence. Really good band. Plasmatics. Not a huge Plasmatics fan. I like them, kind of. This is New Hope for the Wretched on Stiff Records. This is Coup d'Etat. This is their last punk album, I guess. Later on they became a metal band. I don't have any of that period, but this is quite okay. Not really punk, but this is Plastique Bertrand. There you go, in all his glory. I think it's called, I'm not too sure. My French is not that good. Inside is a poster, it's the same picture. Ça Plat Pour Moi is on it. One of the greater punk tracks ever made. At least I think so. I also decided to get this one. This is not punk at all. Je t'ai fait une plan. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's colored vinyl, and it comes in this really bubblegumish kind of color. It's got a couple of up-tempo tracks, but overall it's not really punk. So I might get that out of my collection and put it in, I think, the 80s pop or something like that. This is Propagandy, How to Clean Everything, another Canadian punk rock band. Very angry, angry band. This needs no introduction, so I'm not going to. Same goes actually for this. This is their Leave Home album. Rocket to Russia. And I need to get this out of the inner sleeve. This is Road to Ruin. This is the inner sleeve. And inside, it's the yellow vinyl, which is just awesome. I'm gonna put that back later. This is their Phil Spector produced album, End of the Century, which is pretty decent. It's got, I think, Rock and Roll High School. What is it? Yep. It's pretty good, but you know, I like their earlier 4 albums better. This is another great album, Pleasant Dreams, and one that I think is highly underrated, but still great album, Brain Drain. This is a lot of fun. The Rezillos, can't stand the Rezillos. It's got Top of the Pops on it, and I have to check this out. Flying Saucer Attack, just awesome, jumpy, fun punk rock kind of thing. This is the Ruts with the Crack. It's got Babylon's Burning on it, which is just an amazing punk track. Obviously, you gotta have the Sex Pistols. This is a beat up copy, as you can see. Tears all over the place here as well. But, the copy plays pretty good. Sham 69, Tell Us the Truth. Great album. And I also have That's Life. This is a reissue on a label called Dojo Unlimited, and it says limited 7-inch edition. That's there. Some bonus tracks. And I also have this album by them. It's called The Game. And my favorite albums of the 90s, I showed Shudder to Think. This is another album by them called 10 Spot. Not as good as the other one, and that one was this record, Funeral at the Movies. Again, a record I don't think is, punk at all. It's sort of a crossover thing, maybe a little hardcore fusion with rap and metal, I don't know. Stupid People Shouldn't Breathe by the Skatenegs. Pretty okay, nothing too fancy. This is the Spizzles. Spiky Dream Flowers. They were also known as Spiz Energy and other bands starting with Spiz. So this is a pretty good, more synthy, pop-based punk record. Stiff Little Fingers, Inflammable Material. This is Stiff Little Fingers with Nobody's Heroes. This is their live album called Hanks. And they have a record called Now Then. This is all the Stiff Little Fingers I've got. My Stranglers collection. I love the Stranglers. This is Rattus Norvegicus, I think that's how you pronounce it, 4. Their debut album, and in the same year they also released No More Heroes. This is one of my favorites, Black and White. Just an amazing record. This is another really good one, The Raven. There's a version with a hologram picture of The Raven on the cover. This took some time to grow, but I love this one. The Gospel According to the Man in Black. This is their most popular, I think, La Folie. It's got Golden Brown on it. And then the records that aren't as good, but still okay. This is Feline. And Oral Sculpture. It's got Skin Deep on it, which is still a pretty good record. Good song. Suicidal Tendencies. Feel Like Shit. Deja Vu. Yeah, this is still the period when they were punkish, kind of. Started out as a hardcore punk band, then became sort of a metal band. I'm so happy with this release. This is an original copy that I'm going to show you, if I can get it out. There we have Swell Maps, A Trip to Marinville. This is the original release on Rough Trade. Comes with a bonus 7-inch. I have to put this closer. It's got awesome drawings on it. Just look at that. There's let's see, what is it called? It's the backside. Tracks on it are Steven Does and Bronson Baby Shoes. So happy with this 7-inch. It's really cool. I also have Jane from Occupy Europe. This is a 2-disc set from Spain. Gatefold. It's got a lot of bonus material that's not on the original release. They did a similar thing. The label is Munster. I don't think you can see it. Munster Records. They did a similar thing with Trip to Marinville, but I don't have that one. And then we have Talking Heads. This is 77. I gotta hurry up because I'm already at 10 minutes. This is more songs about buildings and food. These are two of my favorite Talking Heads albums. The other two are great as well, but these are two of my favorites. Fear of Music, Remain in Light. And this is a great live album set. I'm not a big fan of live albums, I've mentioned that before, but this is the name of this band is Talking Heads. This wasn't released on CD till a couple of years back, I guess. Speaking in Tongues, great stuff. I have the weird colored vinyl. I mean, it's like a brown color vinyl thing, but I can't play it because it's, you know, scratched to shit. It's literally unplayable. Let's see what we have here. This is the Stop Making Sense soundtrack, live album, recording, whatever. It's got a booklet with it. I'm not gonna show too much of it. It's got pictures from the movie, from the live concert, sorry. This is Little Creatures. And I also have their True Stories release, soundtrack to the movie by David Byrne. And the last album they did, Naked. Then I have my Marquee Moon original copy. Pretty happy with that one. And I also have Television's Adventure, which is still a really good album. This is just fun. You know, I picked it up for fun's sakes. This is the Toy Dolls 10 years of toys. If you heard one Toy Dolls songs, you heard them all, but it's pretty good. Tumor Circus, self-titled album featuring Yellow Biafra and a lot of people I don't know. Sorry about that. Gotta move back a little. Here we have the UK Subs, another kind of blues. Well, I'm not gonna open it up. It's blue vinyl, clear blue vinyl. This is another UK Subs album, Brand New Age. I can get this one out. This is clear vinyl. Then another awesome band that I really love, The Undertones. This is the Spanish release. Hypnotized by The Undertones, another really good one. It says promo copy, but I think it's more of a bootleg, I'm not too sure. And this is their pop album, Sin of Pride. Still a really good one, good record, I like it. The Vandals, or When in Rome, Do as the Vandals. You know, a lot of fun, this band. They also did Slippery When Ill. And I have their anniversary edition of Fear of a Punk Planet. This is, I don't know about this. This is Venus and the Razor Blades, Songs from the Sunshine Jungle. It's produced by, let's see his name, Kim Fowley, who did the Runaways as well, and is an amazing artist on his own right. His Animal Man, you gotta check that song out, that's amazing. This is just mediocre punk. The Vibrators, this is Fee 2. This is a compilation, batteries included. Great band, Vibrators. This is I bought this at a Goodwill last year. This is the Vindictives, the Many Moods of the Vindictives. Okay, it's a double album, nothing too fancy. I love this one though. Wipers, Is This Real? More Wipers, Youth of America. This is an amazing record. Over the Edge. Great stuff. Let's see what else I got. This is Wipers Live. And I have Wipers' Land of the Lost. Plus the best of Wipers and Greg Sage. Greg Sage, a really good artist. So I'm really happy to have found this compilation, even though it's not complete. Wire, Pink Flag. Can't go wrong with Wire. They're a really, really good band. Chairs Missing, another masterpiece. And 154, another great album. This, I think, is like 2 live concerts put together. This is called Document and Eyewitness. You got Electric Ballroom LP, and you've got Notre Dame Hall. Really good stuff. This is a really good album from the 80s. I think late 80s, 87. The Ideal Copy. Just a really good album. And if you can't afford the first 3 albums, try get this one. This is Unreturning, 1977-1979, and it features the best songs of the first 3 albums. This is X, More Fun in the New World, the only X record I have. I'm moving backwards again. There we go. Germ-Free Adolescence by X-Ray Spex. Polystyrene, great singer, just a great band. 999 Singles album, very good band actually. Nasty Nasty is awesome. While we're at the X-Ray Spex thing, I need to show this as well. This is a 12-inch of I'm a Cliche and Oh Bondage Up Yours. So that's an amazing record as well. Putting that back in my 12-inch collection. This is a compilation album, Max's Kansas City 1976. It features Wayne County, Cherry Vanilla, The Fast, Suicide, oh my god, Suicide, amazing band, and Perubu, among others. There's another one. This is their 1977 edition, Volume 2. A lot of bands that aren't that well known, but I love The Brats. That's a great band. This is a compilation of 4 EPs. The Teen Idols, which later became Minor Threat, SOA, Government Issue, and Youth Brigade, and it comes on clear vinyl, and it's like 4 amazing hardcore punk 12 of EPs. And the last one is a mediocre compilation called We Are the Mods, ripped off, really bad sounding 7 inches. It's volume 1. I don't bother with volume 2 or whatever volumes came after this. It's a piece of crap. Quality wise, it's not that good. Not that good at all. So yeah, that's my punk rock collection. So hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.